Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is going on? The world.
Chilling.
Yep.
Um, Trying to get through it right now. It's
Yep.
2020, y'all. It ain't good.
Yeah, I posted up. I've been posting up because a lot of them have just been making me laugh. They have before and then 2020, and then they'll have like a. So one of them I posted up on my Instagram is Tommy and Kimberly before, and then you see Kat on 2020.
Oh,
And then you see I posted one with a Jedi kid, and you see Anakin with the lightsaber 2020.
no, see, that one I did not see. The one I saw that made me laugh was, did you see it was Tom and Jerry?
Yeah,
And they were at the dinner table. It's the clip from the one with the baby cat. The guy
yeah,
pretending to be a baby cat. And it's Tom and Jerry, and it's them sharing. And then there's just the baby cat is 2020, and he just takes the whole thing.
yeah. Then they have one of Starscream, yeah, with the crown and shit, and then 2020 see Galvatron shot like the cannon.
Damn, see, that goes over my head. See, that's the
Oh,
topic
that's
we're gonna,
Transformer the movie.
well, that's the topic we're going to get into anyway.
Yeah. There was
I got
quite a few I
Transformers.
posted up, but that was one of them that was funny. But yeah, the Kimberly and Cat one was funny.
Mhm.
I'll send you that one because that was actually it made me giggle when I first saw it. But yeah, it's just been weird times, but making the most of it, I guess.
Yep. Yes,
Yep,
sir.
yep. One of the things. I'll start off with the news. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. We've been talking about it very highly on this podcast. I really enjoy the game. It's a very fun fighting game. I think, is a total different game than when it first came out, which is a great thing. They just announced a season 3, and that they're going to be one of the main shows at Combo Breaker.
Oh, really? That's actually really cool.
Yeah. So at least someone's using them as a tournament.
You know, they deserve to get more recognition for the work they put in,
Yeah.
especially with the community.
Yep.
But I will say that the word of mouth is probably what gets them this far, so
Yeah.
that's good.
So they announced 3 new characters coming in. One I'm actually a big fan of, which is he's probably one of my favorite mentors. Probably in my top 5 mentors actually. RJ, the Purple Wolf Ranger from Jungle Fury.
So this is like the confirmed next. You said season 3 pass.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So RJ is confirmed. He's a TIE fighter looking character. So I think he'll probably fight like similar to Sagat and Aldan.
Oh.
He has
Okay.
that's a
Okay.
Muay Thai style.
Yes.
And he didn't really have any weapons. He had his knee. He had a super knee and a super elbow. So it
Was
was
it
like more,
bionic?
probably, but it
Oh.
was like
Oh.
more of a Thai fighting stance with like his power ups and shit. So I think he's gonna be a cool character. And then they announced the Samurai Red Ranger, and if you actually watch Super Power Ranger Samurai, there was one female Red Ranger, which was what's the fucking Red Ranger's name? You know what bothered me is the fact that they said the name so many damn times in the theme song, and I forget the fucking name. Anyway, the Red Ranger had a sister that was originally supposed to be the Red Ranger Samurai, so they used her instead of the Red Samurai Ranger.
You mean
So,
that's the character they picked?
yeah, they used her, and she was in it for like 1 or 2 episodes.
Really? Was
Yeah.
she that popular?
Yeah, and then she's also in the Battle for the Power Ranger Legacy game.
And that's the mobile version?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So she's the second character, and then they show a silhouette of a moon. Well, the viewing globe. See, this is why I know it's a Scorpina. So pretty much when they show her little silhouette, it was the viewing globe.
And the viewing globe is a thing from Rita's hideout or whatever?
Zordons.
Oh, okay.
Remember the
Okay.
fucking little globe they had that they saw
That
all
was
the shit
fancy.
happening that Zordon saw every single day and didn't let them know.
Hey, man, it's hard. Zordon's probably going crazy in that
Yeah.
tube.
But the silhouette looks a lot like Scorpina, and I'm actually think it's gonna be Scorpina. There's no way that I feel that you could change that and make it a different character because the way the silhouette looks just like Scorpina.
Okay.
But I think
What
she's
was
a
her?
cool character.
What was her signature weapon?
She had like a
Was it a
boomerang
boomerang?
swordish thing.
Yeah. Right, it was a boomerang. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like a boomerang. It's supposed to be like the stinger, I guess. But
Hmm.
she was always a cool character. Her and Goldar and the Super Sentai were a couple, and they had a blue baby and Zoo Ranger.
Did they say remember the name?
I don't remember the baby's name, but I know they had a baby, and that's what helped Rita not want to destroy kids anymore because she fell in love with the baby.
Interesting.
Because
Was
remember,
that
she
like
wanted
a?
to kill kids in Zoo Ranger.
No, no, I didn't know that was what stopped her from wanting to kill children.
Well, she lost, but then Goldar and her had a baby, and she fell in love with the baby.
So what? She was like the grandma.
Yeah,
Okay.
she fell in love with the baby, and it kind of stopped her. She stopped her shit.
How
But
about
I'm very excited that they're adding the season 3. Season 2 was great. Season 2 had the Shadow Ranger. It had the lion from Jungle Fury. I can't think of his name.
Daishi?
Daishi, yeah. They had
I remember when he's a cool ass character.
it had Gold Ranger, Daishi, and the Shadow Ranger for the last 3. So they're doing it in 3. So I'm fine with that because it gives them time to really work the characters good. And RJ, I'm very excited about. The Red Samurai, I think she's gonna be good, but I don't care. I didn't really care for Samurai anyway. So the one character from Samurai I would like to see, I doubt they're gonna put him in because the guy that played him murdered somebody. So I don't think they're gonna put him in.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Decker. He was the villain of Samurai, one of the villains of Samurai, which he was the Wild Forest Red Ranger.
Okay.
They ain't gonna put him in it.
Understood. Understandable.
Yeah, you can't murder someone and be put in a video game.
I mean, you say that.
Yeah, I say
This
that,
is
but
America. You could do a lot of things.
yeah. So anyway, so that worked out, and I'm actually happy that it's getting the recognition as a fighting game, and it's a fun game. I own it. I bought it 3 times, but I only play on it. I played it mainly on PS4.
Is it up to date on every version that is on?
I think the Switch and Xbox versions get updates before the PS4 version for some reason. I think the Switch version usually gets the update first because I think that was the first console it released on. And then I think the following week it came out on PS4, Xbox, PC.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's like that. But again, I've been very happy with it. I did like the storyline a lot. I hope they add more to the storyline and maybe bring in some more of the comic book characters into the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Other than updates, I bought Mafia Trilogy. I haven't played it yet. I started Assassin's Creed Odyssey because I finished Final Fantasy VII, which was an amazing, beautiful game. And yeah, that's about it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and I played Paperboy because that was my game challenge for the Game of Rage podcast.
Did you like it?
It's a fun game. Like it's arcade. It's very arcadey. Like honestly, I wish I could find the arcade of it and actually play with the handlebars.
Oh, I didn't even
Because
remember
the
that was a thing.
arcade system had the handlebars of a bike that you kind of controlled it like a motorcycle, and then you press a button on the handlebars that do the paper.
Okay. So I had a gimmick to it.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
So I kind of wish I played that version, but I got the Sega Genesis version. I found it cheap on eBay for like $8. So I was like, all right. See, this is the thing. I do not mind spending the money. I'm just not gonna pay like $75 for a 20-year-old game that I'm only gonna play once. So if they're accessible and they're reasonable price, I don't mind buying. So I got Paperboy. It's a fun game. And I gave him Spider-Man and the X-Men. And I'm like, hey. That game's hard.
Did he? Do you know if he beat it?
Yeah, he hasn't played it yet. He's gonna play it this week. He just got it in the mail.
Damn. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because he was looking for it in his spot, Game On. Shout outs to them because that's our like a retro game store. That was actually the basis of why we made the Games Array podcast. Because we've been going there a lot and picking up a lot of retro shit. Like I just got a 64. I just haven't fucking touched it yet. I'm planning to play No Mercy.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm looking for Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 cheap, so I might look on eBay.
You have your original cartridge of No Mercy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Nice.
have all my fucking shit in there. I'm excited. And I have my original memory card too. Because
Nice.
I
Nice.
needed the memory card for the critic characters if you made too many.
Yeah, I remember I had the big one that you could switch
Yeah.
from 4, but the rumble stopped working.
Yeah. So.
The days of knockoffs. Remember that?
Yep.
Bootleg
Yep. They
controllers.
still
I think that.
do. They still exist. It's just they're not good. So people usually just buy the main name brand ones.
Yeah, I guess so, right? People
Yeah.
just are more discerning with their
Yeah.
stuff nowadays. Like, okay. Lesson learned. I remember. You know what? You could that the biggest offender of that turned it all the way around.
Yeah.
Remember, Mad Cat was like #1.
Yeah.
Like shitty controllers, and then they turned it into like awesome arcade sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, they had troubles, and they had to dissolve. I think the whole company or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think they came back recently, so they still exist.
Yeah.
So that's make your controllers to work, and people will miss you.
All right. I guess. You have anything?
Nah, no game news this week.
Okay.
Trying to think. Mostly just been enjoying Streets of Rage 4.
Nice. I seen people like platinum it, and I'm just like, fuck you all.
Also, I didn't know it had 4-player mode, so that's something cool I got to see.
Local, right?
No, yeah, but I didn't know. I thought it was only 3. I thought the game was made for 3 players only. And then
Yeah.
I saw it with 4. I was like, oh, okay, that's even better.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad it's local, but again, with the way the net is right now, I wouldn't even try to stress that out on anybody.
No. Okay.
But yo, that would be cool if, you know what? Let's make that the hope for next generation.
Yeah.
If all video games could, 4-player online on games like this.
Yeah.
How about let that not be a what if?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So with that, we can get into the verdict.
All right. So today's verdict is Resident Evil of our video game theatrical movie reviews. This
Real life,
real live
live
action
action.
movies.
Has to be live action.
I think this is the 9th movie we done.
Okay.
I am not sure. I'll count them out right now, just really fast. But yes, this our review, our verdict today will be of Resident Evil. This is the second movie by this director. He also did Street Fighter, so we get to see his shit again.
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yes.
No, he did Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, he directed. My fault. Mortal
He's
Kombat.
got one. He's got the #1 spot on the list.
Yeah.
That's big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Damn. Where's it? Oh, screenshots. There it goes. Sorry. I guess you could give the at least the date of the movie and stuff.
It was March 15th, 2002.
Yep.
At least in the U.S. So.
That's
So what else was around?
This is number 8.
2002?
Sorry.
What's around 2002?
2002, like movies.
Is the Matrix already a thing? Yes.
Yeah, Matrix been a thing. Matrix was like on 96.
Matrix 96. So which other did the Matrix 2 come out already?
Yes. What was 22? 2002. Movies of 2002. We had Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. You have Harry Potter, The Chamber of Secrets. You had Spider-Man, the first movie. You had Minority Report. You had Road of Partition. You had Ice Age.
Okay.
Austin Powers Gold Member.
2002 Ice Age?
Yep. Lilo and Stitch. Born Identity.
Worse.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Born Identity. Star Wars Attack of the Clones, which we reviewed on Not a Trekkie. That will come out sometime this week.
That came out 2002?
Yep.
Oh, this wow.
Blade 2.
Wow. What?
Equilibrium. Resident Evil. Hero. Triple X. Treasure Planet, which was an amazing Disney movie. If no one ever
Oh,
saw,
yeah, never saw that.
and 8 Mile, 28
Hmm.
Days Later. It was a good
Eh,
like year of movies, to be honest.
that
Some good
yeah, I'm
movies in
thinking
there.
about it. I'm like, they got some big shoes to fill. Damn, Resident Evil, huh?
Uh huh.
Woo. Yeah, so that little side just lets you know it's not it don't age too well.
Yeah.
Not in the visuals department. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
The practical
Uh,
effects though, they were all right. The dogs look cool.
I think
Uh,
they used all the CGI budget, all their budget on the dogs. They're like, we got to get the dogs right. If we don't get this
but then
right,
we were
we gonna
saying
get
like
some shit.
they look like they might have just been I mean, makeups mixed with some of that. So
Yeah.
like, I don't even think they used CG on the dogs. And when they did use it on, look kind of effed up.
Yeah.
The liquor was accurate, but
It looked
yeah,
like a
it
video.
just
It looked like a PS1 game. Look.
no. It looked like it didn't belong in the world though.
Yeah.
It looked like it was like that's a video game character, and we're just trying to introduce you to something.
Yeah.
But look, we ain't got the best green screen right now.
Yeah.
They were trying to tell us. So it was like it looked accurate because I think when I was looking through the list, they kept showing me the other Resident Evil movies, the
Okay.
CG movies
Yeah.
that were coming out too.
Those were good.
There's a lot of those as well.
Yeah.
Um, but they look way better than that liquor, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
So, and you get to see that thing early. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. I forgot most of this movie.
Yeah, it was a weird movie. They kind of try to play homage to the mansion. They kind of play homage to what the game is, but not. It didn't take a lot from the game besides the style of what it is, like the zombies and the dog and what the T virus was and shit. What they took from the game. Everything else wasn't part of the game.
Yeah, it was just the subject matter. So you just say mansion, lab, zombies, gotta have the dogs.
Yeah,
Uh, and they threw in one very accurate thing, which was the liquor.
yeah,
But even that kind of ventured off into its own thing. But I kind of give it credit because I saw what they were doing.
yeah,
They basically, when I first saw it, I thought it was like, boo, this is not real. I'm not watching it. And then when I did watch it, I was like, why is she beating up everything?
yeah,
Who is Alice? Um, but now the more I look at it, it's just like, I get they were trying to make their own like version of the Resident Evil universe, but if you pay attention closely, they do mix the first two games in
yeah.
this movie.
Yeah, and they what they do in this way is try to like you could tell they had more. They had sequels in mind when they first did this movie. Like they developed a story because even when you go into the end, it kind of leads into the next movie. So they had a plan. They had a bigger plan than what it is. Did it should have had 6 movies? No, but maybe 3 or 2. But it had, but the way the
That's
plot it was and everything.
They just kept going in.
Yeah, they were like, "Yo, the movies made money. Like this franchise of Resident Evil that came out, it is over $1 billion movie. Like the franchise is over $1 billion worth. So it made its money. People are still going to see these damn movies. They should stop because then they keep making them, but they made their money. This one, worldwide grossed 102 million. The budget was 33 million. So you made more than your money back. So you are going to get a sequel because of that.
Oh, I see. But they did. I mean, there's no spoilers now, but this movie knew that there was going to be more.
Oh, I think the plan was to make a trilogy at least.
Yeah, because
'Cause
the
the
way this
games.
movie, it doesn't even wrap up. It's just like it leads itself into the next movie.
Yes.
So yeah, it's kind of they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And you got to see it. So
Yeah. We got our starring person, which is Mila Jovovich, which is the wife of the director. So you're going to see her a lot in every single movie. You're going to see all the slow motions with her because that's what she does. She does slow motion fights. Every movie she's been in, she does a slow motion fight. Look at Ultraviolet as well.
Well, it's just the Matrix. You just
She
bummed
fights
off
in the Matrix. That's what happens.
He that's his thing. He stole that when they stopped making Matrix movies.
They're like, you know what? Y'all not using it. I'm going to use it.
Yeah,
Mainly with my wife.
Pretty much.
You had Eric Mabus, which the only movie I've seen him before in was The Crow. He did a Crow movie that was straight to DVD.
Do you know when it was in the timeline?
It came around this year. I think it was maybe 2003, 2000. This Kristen Dunst was in it too. It was a weird one. It wasn't a bad movie per se. Like I actually liked the movie, but yeah, he played the Crow, and what happened was he got accused of murder, and he got the electrocution. And when he died, fucking the Crow took his body over, and then he ripped the scabs off his face, and it made the Crow fucking makeup on his face.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird movie, but I think it was the Crow Resurrection or something like that.
All right. Okay.
It was a good movie though. It wasn't. It was for a straight to DVD. Crow Salvation. That's what it was called.
Salvation. How many crows are there?
Quite a few actually.
Oh man.
Because you had.
I didn't know that.
And they all were terrible, besides the original one.
Really? Oh.
This one was not. This was half bad. This wasn't half bad. Salvation was actually pretty decent. They came out 2000. That one.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the only movie I've seen him in before. Other than that, then you had Michelle Rodriguez, which was I think it was her first like big movie after Girl Fight. I think it was called.
Couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you.
Because it doesn't tell you shit.
But yeah, yeah. So this movie, I saw too much of Emilia Jovovich Bush for in my taste. Like she kept just flashing everybody throughout the whole movie. She had like show twice, and I'm like, yo, really? They're gonna have naked all the damn time. Anyway,
I thought she was naked more in the movie, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah. I think they probably have cut some of it. I don't know. Like I remember it being longer, but especially in the beginning.
Yeah, like I said, this movie I thought I knew it, and I just watched it and was like, this is a completely different movie. From the only thing that I had accurate memories of was the laser scene.
The laser scene, because the way it kills the dude, that shit was hilarious.
The way it killed everybody, I forgot how other people died. I thought they all died at the same time except for him.
Yeah,
I forgot it fucked up 2 other people.
And then it fucking puzzled his ass. Like, you think you're slick, motherfucker?
Like
fucking net.
First time they did that and anything, I think a bunch of other movies started copying that afterwards.
Yeah,
of like killing people in ways like that.
I think we had the same scene kind of in Doom.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I like the movie. Like it was an okay movie. It was a product of its time. I think Mila Jovovich played a good part. Like I liked the mystery behind the character because she had no clue what the fuck was going on until like little by little she was getting memories of little things here and there. And towards the ending, then you see that she was pretty much made off the T virus and shit. So like it kind of built that story of her finding out what's the fuck's going on with her and why she woke up in the mansion.
See, to go, I don't want to go too long into it, but to get in depth about a lot of the stuff they took was that you realize she's Wesker.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to make her. They wanted to make one of the. I guess he wanted to make one of the heroes, Wesker.
Yeah.
Because essentially that's what he is when the T virus works, you get a super soldier.
And you get Wesker down the road. I think he's in one of the movies as well.
Oh, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Not great.
Yeah.
But you do. Actually, you get his voice. You hear his voice in this movie.
Yeah.
He's the guy reading the report at the end.
And it's funny because I think they try to like cast people to be similar to characters in the game, but they were not actually the character. Like the one guy, the one I was talking about in The Crow, like he was a cop on his first day, and he doesn't have his files, shit like that. So it kind of reminded me of Leon.
Oh yeah, I get that. I get that.
But he
Yeah.
was there for his sister, I think.
Mm-hmm. But there
And
was a bunch of things like so to explain the Wesker thing is like if you do the T virus and then you kill somebody, you kill the person, then they come back
yeah,
as that. So maybe she died. They didn't put that in there. Um, but they did have something where the you go to sleep because it happened to her and the spy guy.
yeah,
But you so instead of having a Spencer in the movie, that guy's last name, I think his name was Spencer.
yeah. It was Spence or
No,
some shit like that.
his character was Spence,
Yeah,
excuse me, which was a nod to Spencer from Resident Evil, the old man
yeah,
who's basically the head of Umbrella.
yeah,
Um, and okay, so they had the team come in. That's basically the mercenary that you always see in just about every Resident Evil game, which is like where Hunk comes from. Like he's a fan favorite.
yeah,
So they mixed that in there. That's Resident Evil 2. The lab stuff, you could kind of say that's throwaway because that's just a Resident Evil staple.
yeah,
That's just every game, every movie, whatever. Um, but just little things specifically, the Nemesis program makes a show up. It
yeah,
shows up at I guess the end of the movie.
yeah. Because it
It's up on
gets
the side.
released in the end.
Yeah, where our hero doesn't exactly make it.
Yeah,
And he gets captured because he gets cut and he's infected.
yeah.
Um,
And he's the one that becomes Nemesis.
yeah, is what they say.
Yeah,
Um, I'm trying to think of other ones. They all have the color code names. That was a significant thing in Resident Evil lore. I know it's a nod to what's the name of the movie with the colors? Um, where they all get fucked up in that warehouse or whatever. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, you're talking about
Mr.
Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay,
Pink, Mr. Blue. Yeah,
yeah, so they all have the names like that and the colors and the color scheme to match and whatnot.
yeah,
I mean, color to the name. So, um, I get that, but that's also a Resident Evil. I think it's a Resident Evil 2 thing.
okay.
Two and like even Outbreak, there's like some things that like this movie's all over the place with what it takes.
Yeah, it
Like
tried to play
liquor.
homage to everything at least.
Yeah, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
and
So
the dogs were cool. They look cool.
yeah, the dogs were super accurate.
Yeah, everything else wasn't, but the dogs. They made sure the
I
dogs were
mean,
good.
uh, them being bad, because Michelle Rodriguez's character
Yeah,
and the people she worked for kind of were like the UBCS, so they're kind of like security team that has
yeah,
to go in. And when she said the mission only was to clean it up, I mean
yeah,
to not let it get out, not
yeah,
to uh find the cure.
yeah,
It's kind of that kind of like, oh shit, that's the actual mission from what those characters do in the game. So
yeah. That was the original mission from the mansion.
from no, I'm talking about the team that she's
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
When you play the hunk game, that's
Oh,
his
okay.
mission. They never actually try to uh their mission is not to stop the outbreak or
Okay.
to kill the monsters. It's always to clean up the mess.
Oh, okay.
So that's like a theme they actually kept. So
Okay.
she kind of knew she was never meant to leave there alive.
Yeah,
And I kind of like, there's so many little nods. Like this movie's not great,
yeah,
but just for that, now seeing those little nods, I'm like, all right, dude, you did know more about the games than you really let on.
yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
I did. I thought it was cool. In that sense, like again, I think it played homage enough that it just made things fun.
Yeah,
And
basically. And then she was kind of cool, kicking
yeah,
everything's ass. Like, I mean, that's kind of what Leon did in Resident Evil 4.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. One of the I'll say some of the standout scenes. It was Pretty much when she wakes up, she's kind of going to the mansion. She sees like a fucking drawer of guns and things like that, like wondering where the fuck she's at, and then just going into certain things. Like she was very trustworthy in the beginning of the fucking movie. She was like,
I
okay,
mean,
I'll go with that. All right.
she had no choice.
Yeah, that's true.
'Cause she did literally either follow these guys with guns or die. So
Yeah. And then they did a lot of crazy shit with that. They had extra characters coming in. Then you had the AI from the hive itself. That you're all gonna die down here.
uh oh, that the British girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was made up for the movie.
yeah,
It's funny they stole that in the game later.
yeah.
They Red Queen wasn't actually made yet, but then like in Umbrella Chronicles, the Red Queen is this thing is it's the same thing from the movie.
Okay,
It's an AI.
yeah.
It's not a British girl, but it's a real thing. So,
That was like one of the. So that was something that I liked about it because if you actually listen to the soundtrack, the My Plague song that Slipknot sings, it starts off that you're all gonna die down here, and then it goes.
oh, gotcha.
So it was actually pretty cool, and that was like one of my highlights is the fact that Slipknot was the ending credit song. Fun fact: the first scene of the zombies of the big
Okay.
group of zombies, 3 of the members of Slipknot were the zombies.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. So they just got a lecture. They were like, "Hey, you want to be part of it?" Like, "Oh, hell yeah!"
Oh, yeah.
So I think it was
That's really
Clown,
good.
Corey, and one of the other ones. I think it was Paul that were zombies in that big scene that they grabbed the dude from. They grabbed the dude down.
From like the pipes?
Yeah,
Ah, okay. Yeah, that big ass group. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. There were 3. There were 3 of them in there. So which was actually pretty cool. Overall, this movie, like, it was again. I'll still say it is a product of its time, but I was entertained by it. It made. I think I paid attention more to Alice's story, which didn't do in the beginning. So I actually like seeing the other ones down the road and seeing how this movie started. It makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it
This
made the
is true.
movies more like I actually kind of am looking forward to the other ones to see how I remember the story and if the story is better than what I remembered.
Yeah, true that.
So I'm actually I think I'm happy that I went to this movie. I'm happy that I watched the movie because I think I enjoyed it more than I did in the first time I watched it.
Yes, sir.
So in our ranks of 8, where do you put this movie?
I give it a solid 3. It's
Solid
not
3.
bad. It's not great. Uh, if you haven't seen it, I say watch it just so you know what it is. But you don't have to watch it
I'll
because it's
give
not
it
as crazy as the other
yeah.
ones. That's why.
I'll give it a 3.5. Just the fact that I really enjoyed relearning the story of Alice, and it kind of got me interested in watching the other ones. So it's the fact that it gave me encouragement to watch the other ones. I give this movie some credit. I did like it more than Tomb Raider. I did like it more everything. I like more everything more than Annihilation. Um, I may have to. This is going to be over Wing Commander. It's going to be over Tomb Raider. I think that's where it's going to stay. It's going to be stay over Tomb Raider, which was I think
Okay.
number 5. So this would be number. Wait, so it would be Mortal Kombat, Double Dragon. No, it was Mortal Kombat, Super Mario, Double Dragon, Street Fighter, Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, Wing Commander, and a Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Ah, gotcha.
That's going to be my ranking right now. What do you think?
I mean, I did like it better than Tomb Raider.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
there's
so it's the
that.
same.
But did I give Tomb Raider a higher score?
I think you gave it a 3 as well.
Oh, so it's in the same. Yeah, it's like it's in the same boat.
Yeah.
It's that type of movie for me. So, no, yeah, there's no question about where it would be in my ranking.
Okay. So
Tomb
we're
Raider.
actually going through these movies pretty fast. Like 'cause the fact that we do it every week and stuff like that, and we have a ton of movies. It's just that we are going through the list. Like right now, we are going on to our 9th movie of the verdict, which will be Tomb
It's not
Raider.
long. Don't forget, this movie's an hour 40.
Yeah,
Last movie was out recording. So even when they drag, they don't even drag that much.
yeah, that's true.
So
So next movie on our verdict cast will be Tomb Raider: Cradle of Life.
Jesus.
I am not looking forward to this movie because I did not like this movie. What I remember of this movie, I walked out the theater because I didn't like it.
Oof. That's harsh.
And all I remember is Korn did one of the songs for the soundtrack, which was
That's
probably one
harsh.
of the worst Korn songs to me. I did my time.
It's harsh.
I didn't like that album. I did not. Anyway, so that'll be our next one. We're back with Angelina Jolie starring in Tomb Raider, and then after that, it will be one of Poe's movies.
Uwe.
Uwe Boll,
Oh,
House of the Dead,
we'll see. We'll see.
and then the one after that is Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I actually like that one. I remember liking that one.
I thought it was funny. That's about it.
I remember Nemesis being happy all the time, and that made me love. I love it.
Yeah, I saw pictures of him now, and I
Yeah,
could see the rubber suit. Because I saw people when I first saw it, I didn't quite get it. I thought people were just being, angry because it's not their Resident Evil.
yeah,
But then I saw it. Oh yeah, it's a rubber suit.
yeah. But I think I think I'm gonna go into this more excited is the fact that I kind of see where the story's going, so I kind of want to see how much more they go into the story and how they involve the character and whatnot. So at least that's something that to look forward to in that sense.
I mean, let's just see if it gets worse.
Yeah,
Because it has a reputation for a reason, right?
yeah. So
Let's see.
I'll give the next five. So we have Resident Evil Apocalypse, Alone in the Dark, and then Doom. That will be the 5 of June, pretty much. That'll be the month of June.
Yes.
So Doom closes out the month of June, and then July we have another 4, which will be
Gotcha.
Blood Rain, Silent Hill, Dead or Alive, and Resident Evil Extinction. I think we have a Resident Evil movie each month.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our verdict of Resident Evil. I give it a 3.5. I enjoyed it. I like the doggies too. The dogs are cool. I give dogs the credit.
True
Just 'cause
that. True that.
So, I guess we keep this short.
Yes, sir.
We wrap this up.
Make sure you follow Red Cyclone Inc. anywhere and everywhere. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube as well. Listen to these podcasts on SoundCloud also. And we got a WordPress, y'all.
Yep.
Where you at, Mark?
You can follow me on all social medias on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch TV, or Mark with the Mic. You can follow us on the Facebook, on the Wrestling Babble, and the Wrestling pages. And also give us a verdict of what you think of Resident Evil on the comments below on this cast or on the SoundCloud. And I know for a fact that people hit me up because I was showing that I was watching it. And a lot of people hit me up and it was like, oh, shoot, I actually in the mood to see that too. So they all gave me like that. I had them listen to the cast and stuff like that. So they like waiting for this verdict of what we think of the Resident Evil movie. But I was like, we've been going through all the video game movies. So we started at Mario Brothers and then we come from here. But yeah, follow on all our social medias. Check out the last cast we posted up of the Morphicast based on the Super Sentai Gigaman. We do have the Games Array podcast, Shell Shock, and the Not the Trekkie podcast all have new casts as well. We have this Turtles 3 episode up, and the next one will be the Shell Shock Shoot the Shit of all 3 movies. So definitely check it out.
Yep. Do it.
And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Sandwiches.
I'm gonna get that Resident Evil dog to chase him.
He was hungry.
That's the doggies were hungry. I don't know whether they're gonna keep the meat inside,
That
but
Jill sandwich. They thought she was a Jill sandwich.
yep, they're like, ooh, yummy. Peace out, laters, and again, stay away from each other.